Okay, hello everybody. Sorry, dear Lord, that I was starving and my food was late, so here I am with that hat too, which is disappointing. Anyway, we've already done the picture. We're definitely late, but Triad Pinball Wednesdays at 7. We're here with Reboot Pinball League. We're gonna have some fun. It is week 3 of a new shortened 6-week season. So not too late to join, not too late to show up and actually contribute to the value of the tournament. So if you're in the Winston-Salem or Triad area in North Carolina, please come on out and we'll have a good time. It'll be fun. Dwayne is going over the rules behind me. Just to summarize, 2-hour match play, 4-player games when we can, so that will be 7, 5, 3, 1. Scoring, if you win a game, 7 points towards the end of the night. And second place gets 5, 4, 3. Oh, sorry. For 3-player games, it will be 7, 4, 1. So last place always gets 1 point. So those will go to the end of the night, and then at the end of the... Talk to me! Sorry about that. Dwayne is giving a shout out. We're going to OBX Flippers in November. Used to be a pro circuit tournament. We'll see if it is next year. I'm not entirely sure. But we will be there, and we would like to stream. So we are going to do our best to make that happen. Anyway, so... points at the end of the night will go towards the season standings. So, if you get 21 points tonight, at the end of the season, we will take your top 3 best finishes. So that 21 points will go towards overall standings for the season. So that's how we will determine seeding for a one-night tournament playoff. That's how we will determine who wins the league overall. So yeah. It'll be a good time. It sounds like we're starting the games here. We're going to start on Mandalorian. Let's see who's in our group here for round 1. Looks like we have 4 games going. 16 players?
13.
13.
Should be 13. 3 groups of 3, 1 group of 4.
Okay, fair enough.
We're getting closer, though. We're going to get 16 one of these nights, and thank you all
one
for
of these
pulling
nights.
in. Hi, I did all the announcements elsewhere. This
I
is...
got you covered.
Sammy
We're
did
good.
it all, but hello. Welcome back. We're going to see some Mandalorian up first. This is episode 3 of 6 here at the Reboot Pinball League. So enjoy. I will be... Actually, I'm player 4 on Godzilla, so I might stand here with Sammy for a second, do some commentary. There is a 3-player game, yes. Ilya, Sammy, Sean. So, Mandalorian.
Random Salience.
Huh?
Returning chatter, Random Salience. I like that username.
Ooh. Well, thank you for joining us again, Random Salience. Nice. So, Ilya punches in
Dear
and
Lord, I needed that.
falls straight into an ambush, and then luckily escapes. Ambushes, they're tricky modes. You got a lot of white arrows. You can time it out, which is preferable, or you can chase it down. We are out of it, so no need to go forward. Picks up a middle ramp. The center ramp, 3 shots will light your first Razor Crest multi-ball, and into another ambush. Let's see if she tries to time this one out. Ambushes are started by shooting that inner right horseshoe. Fortunately, does not get stuck. Picks up a right ramp. That's going to spot half of a mission start. The other half of the mission start is going to be the left ramp or the left scoop. With your first two missions, you can spot them from shooting the scoop twice. So, if you're in the early stages of that, not a bad idea just to catch up on the left, back into that left scoop, and that will spot your modes. 2 scoops to spot, and 1 more to start it. Sammy picks up the ball save. All right, center ramp, progress towards that Razor Crest. Her 3 little green circles above the left flipper. That is her multi-ball mode. As you can see, she just hit the Boba Fett targets. Every time you hit that, it's going to change it. You have 3 options. So she changed from option 1, which is Ice Spider multi-ball, to Jetpack. So you can actually, if you don't want to play Ice Spider, Jetpack, or Pirates, you can shoot that Boba Fett target and change it. So 3 center ramps.
I put up 500 million in practice. I'm not expecting good things.
Hey, but this is all set up, Sammy. This is
I had a 3 multiplier that's 6x, right?
Yeah.
3, 6x, TIE Fighter jackpot, Super Jack, like everything running. Oh, I collected it.
You collected it?
I collected it. I had everything running, and I still just...
That's phenomenal.
So now in the tournament, when it, it's fine. I'm over.
You may want to squeeze that player cam in. I don't want to distract. Oh, and I'm up.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Okay, so Dwayne is about to run away and go do his thing. Meanwhile, we have Elia here. Looks like she will start some ice spiders just in time too, because hard center drain there. But that's all right. As soon as you start your multi-ball, you get a ball save. Hop and flop, c'est la vie. Yes, it is. So, looks like she is doing everything right, having a little bit of hard time getting some control there, getting some good shots, but she is in the 2x playfield. Re-ups it right there. Looks like she has a flamethrower ready, but may not be aware of it. Looks like she has a super jack there on the inner orbit. There it is. There is the first super jack. So that's going to relight all the rest of her jackpots. Sorry, it's on a timer. And once timer times out, then it will light the rest of her targets. Unfortunately, will drain out before she can collect any more. And just unfortunate. Flipping in off the top of the sling there and down the middle. Disappointing. So, I will be up. I don't know where Dwayne is, but he will be returning eventually. And in the meantime, enjoy me playing some Mandalorian. Oh my god, you know it's bad when that's my own freaking fault and I still just screwed it up, so. Yes, you did. I assume that is Elia in the chat. Arborelia, that would make sense. That tracks. So here is Sean Leonard having started his encounter. be worth decent points, but you really gotta get to, you really got to get to that third level before it starts being worth it. Jack, what's more frustrating, down the middle or the out lanes? Neither and or both. It's more how it goes down, I think. So you get to step up to my ball to 270,000 points. I'm telling you, man, I tried catching the ball, didn't work. I flipped too early instead of drop catching the ball. It's bad. It's bad. It's all bad.
It's gonna be better. I believe in you. Just trust the bounce. Trust the feeds. Trust yourself. All right. So player 1, 136 million. Sammy Bacon walking up. Ball 3, player 2. Sitting at 5.2. All right. Does not have her mode lit. All right. There's the multi-ball lit. The center ramp and falls into an ambush. So let's watch her cradle on the right until these white arrows go away. Yes, that's what she's shooing them away vigorously. Just nope, I'm not playing you. I want my multi-ball. I want my points. I am flame throwing. And she slipped into her jetpack. Jetpack multi-ball is the only multi-ball that you can get into the upper little playfield with the upper right flipper, shoot 4 purple shots, and add a ball manually. The only other way to add a ball in Mandalorian is purchasing an Ambin rifle from the foundry and then using the smart button. So she's picking off jackpots. She's building current super jackpot at 11.25. Unfortunately, not a mode stacked in. So still, jetpack, not a fan favorite when it comes to multi-balls, but it is a build, and collect. If you're down to 1 ball, as she is now, you got about 20 seconds to shoot that inner right horseshoe. And nails it. Picks up the super jackpot. And that's good for 60 million off the super jack. So just like that. And I am up on my machine, so someone will be back on commentary in just 1 second. right, so I played my ball on Godzilla. I come back. Sammy, still here fighting. She is fighting for every bit of this hopeful ball 3 comeback. Alright, she is chasing her hunter, so she needs the right orbit to bring in that additional multiplier. I'm not sure if she's on phase 1 or phase 2, depending. You have to hit each orbit 1 time. So there's a piece of it, and that finishes her hunter. She now has a plus 3x playfield for everything, and has plenty of time left on that. Is in protect the child mode with a little under 30 seconds. Very well done, Sammy. Sitting at 124. Completes level 3 of the encounter for 29.6. Nice work, Sammy. 147. So now has safely come back from 2.5. No. Picks up the double, picks up the tilt. But she did surpass before taking that tilt. And it is enough. What a comeback, Sammy. Wow. Just wow. That's awesome. I gotta step back over to my game on Godzilla. I will be right back, and I'm sure Sammy will be on the microphone here momentarily. Hard fought. Fought for every
point. Okay. Yeah, that tilts. That, oh, Jesus. Unfortunately, a disappointing ball by Sean Leonard there. Could not get anything going. And with that, we will have Sammy, Elia, and Sean. Let's fetch some results. Congrats to Jeff for a win on PBR. New for tonight, set to 5 balls. So, congratulations. Let's go to standings here. So, 2 games in, Jeff and Sammy both with wins. Sean and Elia with second. Mindy and Sean, both the Leonards have a last place. Looks like we have a hell of a game on Iron Maiden. Player 1, Matthew Stapleton, up to 330 million. Oh my God, he just now started his Cyborg multi-ball, so that'll be exciting to see where he ends up. Sorry, I need to brat off to my girlfriend real quick. This is very important. Okay. It is incredibly important. Yes, it is. It always is. And I am one of the biggest brats y'all will ever meet. So if you decide you want to be my friend, then you decide that, I start to get a little comfortable with you, expect it, because it is coming. So, anyway, looks like Matthew is, wow, not a very good cyborg, but still up to 354-ish. Just under 354. Looks like Jameson is sitting at about 15 million, gets a super secret skill shot. That'll certainly help put him up to 35 million. He will still need to increase his score tenfold in order to catch Matthew. Very, very good game there by Matthew. And then I forget the name of player 3, but I know he's been here for a few games. Jay Lidley. He will be bringing up the rear for now as player 3 in 12 million. Give me 1 second here. All the games are on free to play on Wednesdays.
Oh shit.
So, sorry about that.
It's all set. Oh well.
If you'd like to play in a tournament, we're doing a 2-hour tournament too.
What is the tournament?
Pinball. So
Whoever gets highest score?
Sort of. So it's as many games as we can fit in between 7 and 9.
Okay.
And you play 4-player games, 3 or 4-player games. So if you win that game, you get 7 points. If you get second, you get 5. Third, you get 3. Last, you get 1. We aggregate all the points at the end of the night, and then all of that will go towards a league. So we do this every week. At the end of 6 weeks, we have a league night finals.
So it's pinball league.
It's a pinball league. We play every week, and we're on Twitch, and we do a whole bunch of stuff.
I
So
don't think I'll be able to be around for the whole time tonight, but you said it's Wednesdays?
every Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
I definitely want to come back and do that.
Awesome.
Sad I can't play the baby game right now.
So when we're done, it's randomly pulls different games, so it'll probably be open when the round's over. So, and we're almost done.
Michael, by the way.
Sammy,
Sammy, good to meet you.
nice to meet you.
What is that?
Microphone. So like I said, we're on Twitch, so eventually my game was on Mando. The next game we'll move it to wherever we're going, and
Really cool.
yeah, it's a good time.
Set all of this up?
Sort of. So Dwayne over there in the glasses, he's the tournament director, and we go way back. We started playing pinball competitively together, and 2 of us kind of built this up. So
Y'all should build some
Yeah.
league rivalry with the Pinball Museum.
there is a bit of history there. We do not tend to like their tournaments very much. So,
Fair enough.
but yeah, if you want to follow us on Facebook, we've got Facebook for
Do you have
the league,
Instagram or TikTok?
sort of. We have a stream Instagram, but we really don't post very much on it yet. We're working on it. We're building up social media.
I
So.
never use Facebook because I feel like it's an onslaught of negativity just to get like one comment from somebody you used to know.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But that's where a lot of this was built back in the day, so here we are.
Trying to get some really good TikTok clips together.
I don't do TikTok. I really don't do social media. I'm only on it for pinball, so it is what it is.
I will say, people are obsessed with multi-ball videos. Anytime you can get a multi-ball
Noted.
over 7,
Okay.
people love it. People will just continually watch it.
Good to know. We'll have to look into that. Yes, sorry. Good to meet you too. Okay. Social media is painful. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Anyway, let's go back. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we still have Godzilla going.
Alright, so we're walking up. Ball 3. Cat has a decent game, around 56. Jeremy Weaver sitting around 20. He's currently, 300-400 and climbing ball 3, just destroying Godzilla right now. Linda Marchant will follow. She got a little bit of work done. She does not know Godzilla. She's played it like 3 times. She usually gets here later just on Wednesdays,
For
and
sure.
someone's always on it.
For
So,
sure.
but she's got a chance, and I'm sitting 90 as safe second. So,
Kill it.
yeah. I've got a little bit of a stack, which on Godzilla, a stack is a huge thing.
Yeah, it is. Get
But
that heat
it
ray
will
going.
be a
lot of legwork. I'll get you an updated post on his ball 3.
Okay, Dwayne Marchand, not only our amazing tournament director, but also our
Sitting at a 337.
our reporter in the field, Dwayne Marchand, adding to his caps. Tournament director, stream broadcaster, and now reporter in the field. So, hello, Skullbox. Thanks so much for joining. We are waiting on 3 more players for Godzilla, so I'm just kind of vamping in the meantime. Having some fun doing the things. But yeah, thank y'all for coming out online, joining us. We really appreciate it. And yeah, so to kind of recap what I was just explaining to that gentleman right there, we are Triad Pinball. Every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, we go live, with a couple exceptions between seasons, but oh, Pinball Princess Jillian, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, so every Wednesday at 7, we have our Reboot Pinball League. It is never too late to join. We would love to have you. The only thing is, if you would like to count towards your IFPA standings, you have to make at least 3 of the sessions. That's the only rule. And that is not our rule, that is the IFPA rule. How many rounds are there per season? So, there are, it's new for this season. There are 6 sessions per season, and as many rounds as we can fit, between 7 and 9 every night. So, tends to average 4, maybe 5, so 5 times 6, 30? 30, yes, mental math. It's been a long day. About 30 overall. And then, so at the end of those 6 sessions, we will tally up all of those points. Winner wins, second gets second, so on and so forth. We do have tie breaks. This is number 3, yes. And if it's not in the stream title, it should be. Yes, 3rd time's the charm. This is our 3rd session. So yeah. Now, Derby Ghost, you have made at least 1 already, so you only need 2 more, and you will count. And I know it's a bit of a drive. That is certainly no pressure, but we love to have you, love seeing you, love the camaraderie, and yeah, we'd love to see you again. But anyway, so to finish all of that, so the league, God, I feel that. I thought about not coming as well, but so the league is 6 sessions, and then winner of the league is just whoever is sitting pretty at the end of those 6 sessions. But the season also counts as qualifying for a finals. And so we will have a bracket. It is typically match play. It's not the pop-up format. I forget what the format's called. It's still some 5-3-1 scoring, but it's a bracket. So, you know, the top half of the of the field gets seeded, and that goes towards I forget exactly what the numbers are, but it's like 1, 5, 1, 6, 12, 16, something like that, get seated together, and top qualifier drives the bus, and top 2 advance after a 3-game round. And then, so it'll be quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, 3-game rounds every time. And, yeah, It's a good time. It's a little bit more reminiscent of some of the bigger tournaments that you'll find, like Indisc, like the Southern Fried Finals. We just had Pinstock in South Carolina. It's reminiscent of those finals. So if you play a lot of local pinball, it's some good practice. You know, how do you pick a game? What game do you pick? Do you pick to your strength or your opponent's weaknesses? You know, there are a whole lot of ways to go about it. Do you pick games you're really good at round one, and so that you guarantee your advance? Or do you save the games you're best at for when you're in the finals and you're fighting the best players? Whole lot of strategy and sort of this meta game that comes into tournament finals. And it is interesting, it's exhausting, and it is a different way to play pinball. And it's, if you have not ever done it, it is a lot of fun. So, yes. And actually, as I'm sitting here, what I really should be doing is I should start making more alerts. I haven't made any of these alerts since I was new to streaming, and we never got rated. We never had subscribers. We never had things like that. So that's really what I should be doing. Let's hope I can continue rambling at y'all and not get in too much trouble, let's say. So it looks like Dwayne is having an okay ball at the very least. Congratulations to him. We'll see where he ends up when we are done here. And you know what I should be doing too? Let's get the rest of those standings in. Let's refresh that. There we go. So it looks like Matthew Stapleton took the win on Iron Maiden. And waiting on player 4 of Godzilla. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Whew. Excuse me. Okay, so maybe a little bit of time. We've got some streamers in there. Looks like we're done. Never mind. I'm going to forget everything I was just about to do. And see. We got 2413, Jeremy, Dwayne, Kat, Linda.
Oh, gave it my all. It was a fun game of Godzilla, so let's see where we are moving next. Congrats to the winners. All right, round 2 is live. Going to Family Guy with the stream is going to be Sammy, Jeff, Matt, and Jeremy. On Willy Wonka, Dwayne, Ilya, Jameson. On Playboy, Sean, and Kat. Pure Imagination, you were second on that round. Stranger Things, Linda, Jay, Mindy. So we're going to move the stream over to Family Guy.
Damn it. I think you just heard a cat shout. I'm not sure if that was a cat shout or a Dwayne shout. Apparently you have similar sounding shouts.
Oh. I also
I don't know what Dwayne just said, but I heard I also do yoga, and I don't know how that's relevant. He said, he gives me a look and goes, that is not even close to what I said. So, fun stuff. What I really should have done is gone away to move the stream, but instead I was so caught up in rambling that we're just rambling, and that's how this is gonna go. Okay, but yes, Oh, 19 people. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. We really appreciate it. Give us a follow if you haven't already. We do this every week at the very least. And we do. Sometimes you just gotta ramble, yes. Okay, so let's go back to the actual things of importance here.
A teeny bit up to the left and auto
That's
smoker.
pretty good. Maintaining the theme gets tricky. Good thing we're not sticklers about staying on topic.
That's not too shabby at all, Miss Sammy.
Not too shabby, but I do want to figure... Da, da, da. Do I go down? No, I go up. There we go. That's a little better as far as score cam goes. Okay. Sir Dwayne,
Yo.
I will let you adjust the match. Just because I can.
I am first, so let me do it real quick. You go ahead and get started.
I'm also first. That's the only reason
Got
I
it.
say that.
I got you. So we're gonna get some matches adjusted real quick.
Matt and Jeff. You good? I don't know who Jeff is.
Do. Matches. Got it. Now we're gonna have some updated standings for our current round, and I have to immediately hop over to play my game on the Willy Wonka. Sammy is up first. We'll be back on commentary. And thanks for watching Drive Pinball.
All right.
Sheesh, thought we were doing that 2-hour round here. And a second, right? I forgot. I grew like 10 years older in that amount of time.
Oh wow, popping back up off my after my ball one on Wonka. And Sammy Bacon is walking off of her ball one on Family Guy. Sammy Bacon does not like this machine. I think we were starting up episode 1 of this season, and Sammy walks in and I'm soldering the right flipper, and she's like, Dwayne, I appreciate everything you're doing, but please stop fixing Family Guy. And I died. I laughed. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. But we're going to get back to Jeff. Nice ball one, Sammy. 33.4. Jeff walking away from 643. I'm sure he's got some stuff done. And Matthew Stapleton, player 3, ball 1. Matthew knows this game. Matthew's been learning this game inside and out. So if I'm ever around with Matthew anyway, though, he's just up and coming superstar, and I don't trust it. So excellent player. Let's see where he goes. Ideally, you want to shoot lowest. Enough lowest spinners will light your mode at the scoop. The upper playfield is deactivated for tournaments here at Reboot for length and duration and spamming. You can
As it should be.
You can still hit the
As it
captive
should
ball and spam pinball and shoot the scoop. You get $1 million plus $250,000 plus $250,000 every time you spell and scoop to collect. But other than that, it really teaches you to play the bottom playfield. There are a handful of multi-balls. There are a lot of modes. There's the wizard mode is found there. So points are to be had. Ideally, what Matt just did, he's shooting at that left orbit. It's a dead end, and there's a stand-up target at the very end of it. That will light your left ramp for progress towards Crazy Chris. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left dead end orbit shots will light Crazy Chris at the ramp. You bring in your Crazy Chris, you bring in your mode, you bring in your multi-ball, and Family Guy gets destroyed. If the upper playfield was on, you do all those things first, then you bring in Stewie multi-ball, and you're playing on both levels at once. It's different.
It's really fun, but it does not belong in tournaments because it becomes that's the only thing to do.
Yes.
And just over and over and over, and you just chop a whole bunch of wood very safely.
Privately, as a home game, if I ever had one in pristine condition, like, it's funny. It's silly. I've only made it to the wizard mode one time ever since it's been here, and it's been here a long time. It does have that challenge, but it's very wash, rinse, repeat, kind of one note. I think we had a big conversation about Shrek last week because this came up, and I am up on my ball one on Wonka. Thank you for tuning in with us.
Okay, such a fun game. I'm glad you think so, Goku, already. I am not a fan of this game, and I don't know what it is. It's only some. Oh no, tough drain there for Jeremy, and he knows it. So I'm gonna try to get Matthew in here. Come on in, Matt. Tell the world how you did at Pinstock.
We talked about it last week. It was a great time. I think Sammy did very well at Pinstock. She placed top 16 in all 3. I think definitely we all enjoyed it. Got to play a lot of new stuff we don't see very much. There's plenty of classics along with some newer modern stuff. It was a good time. I think Sammy's probably already shown you how to play this game. It looks like she's going for a mode start.
I cannot find that Chris shot. I have dialed in that post, and I cannot find the Chris shot. So. Oh well. Let Sammy speak. Why? I mean, clearly I followed directions, but why are we letting me speak? Surely it's not because I'm interesting, because that is certainly not it. And even less that people enjoy the sound of my voice. But that's alright. I'm here to antagonize y'all regardless. So, playing with those in-lane, out-lane posts, but Twain survives. And Jeff saying, Family Guy really doesn't like me, but there he goes, gets his first Stewie pinball for $1 million, puts him at 2.6. And then another very quick backhand for the TV. So he will get Sexy Party, and this is very much just shoot the shots, and every time you shoot the shots, it adds just a little bit of time. So you can extend this mode for a very, very long time, especially if you get the multi-ball going in. So, it's just Jeff can't quite find the shots there. Very big move, but seems like he only got one danger there and tried to crank out some loops there. There's another one. Hitting those loops on the fly, takes shot, hits captive ball, that side target. And lets the game know just what he thinks as he walks away here. But still not a bad ball by any stretch, up to 8.3 million. Putting a little bit of pressure on Matthew Stapleton, sitting at 5.2. Probably. Matthew Stapleton asking me, how do you change modes? I don't know. I never play this game unless I have to. Maybe somebody in the chat can, someone who appreciates this game might be able to let him know, but I certainly do not. So, Stewie Pinball is spelled. It will take precedence over his TV mode, so he will now need to collect it. There he goes, 1.25 million. And then scoop kick out. Let's see if he can catch it. Oh, not quite, but still recovers. Back to a flipper. What's the best way to plunge without draining? Honestly, I go for the skill shot. The best way is probably barely getting it past the gate and having it come to a flipper, but I don't know. This table plays okay. Get that, then he puts up the post. So, higher peanut, yes, that is how that works, except when it's turned off, which it currently is. So, that's a bit of something to consider. And, we were talking about, knowing how to play competitively earlier. And, oh no, another quick ball. But we were talking about, some of the meta rules and the meta things to consider in tournaments, and that's one of them. You might be used to a game being played a certain way, but if you turn off some features, that makes a very big difference. So, Dwayne Marchand's doing some of that yoga he mentioned earlier to get the laptop some power, and then I will hand over the mic to him. Give some love for Dwayne in the chat here. He does a whole lot for us.
Aw, thank you, Sammy. Yes, I do what I can for the specifically Triad and North Carolina pinball scene. And here we are on Family Guy. We are on ball 3, player 1. Player 1 at 37, player 2 at 8.3, player 3 at 10.8, player 4 at 1. If you can see the display, they always go from left to right. Player 1, top left, player 2, top right, player 3, bottom left, player 4, bottom right. That is the sequence for seeing the scores on most DMDs in solid states, unless they're split up into alphanumeric. Sammy has a lot on the line. She is already through 3 modes. She is busting out those spins. She is currently in Sexy Party. This is one of the most elite modes of this game. Sexy Party lights almost every single main shot for a jackpot. If you can stack in your Crazy Chris and a multi-ball into either Good Old Boys or Stewie's Sexy Party, just ooh la la. Points, points, points. And Sammy is currently comboing the ever-loving F out of these shots, just building and building and building, and that fall out of the pops hits a stand-up target for the Peter and falls SDTM straight down the middle and hard, and Jeff mockingly steps up. Oh, only 45 mil.
I was one drop away from multi-ball, 3 balls in a row.
Gotcha. So was it the farts, the drop targets? Yeah. And curtain call for Jeff, who apparently, and I quote, got Family Guide up the arse. So Matthew Stapleton sitting in a comfortable second, but Jeremy Weaver does follow, sitting at 10 million. So looking for 35 mil to catch the current first place competitor, Sammy. And Jeremy Weaver, do not count him out. He had a ball 3 comeback on Godzilla that would have simply blown your mind. I mean, we're talking 400 million ball 3 alone. I tried to catch him. Nagas for a big shake, and also had Sexy Party running 1.1 off of Sexy Party. Not a ton of points. Jeremy shakes it out, flexes it out. All right, here we go. So he's looking for 8.4 mil to take 3rd place and not take last. He's looking for a little over 9 to take 2nd place. Get it back, get it back. Just not get it back. That is brutal. So that is going to be Sammy, Matthew, Jeff, and Jeremy on that bout on Family Guy. Sammy, Matthew, Jeff, Jeremy. I'm saying it twice because I'm plugging in results on my phone so that we get them right. It looks like Jameson is about halfway to catching me ball 3, player 3 on Willy Wonka, and Playboy is still going. So let me pull back over here. I'm gonna just use the keypad. Sammy has taught me how to do it, but I'm amateur. Standings. Do a little refresher there. And there are your current standings. So anyone that has a flashing dot is still in a round. Sammy is being kind enough as to put in my results on Willy Wonka. Apparently I got today's high score number 1, and it's you spoke of me so well with that picture. Thank you. All right, so Dwayne at 3.4, Jameson he almost got me 1.7, and Ilya just barely sliding behind, so I'm going to update that one as well, so we can keep the results current before we move on to round 3. Fetch these, and that was Dwayne, Jameson, Ilya. All right. Ball 1 into my Wonka's office. I bombed so hard. I was on phase 2. Had the potential for about a 3.7 million jackpot. STDM. It did not. It was like, no, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Ooh, and simultaneous, we've got Playboy. 2-3-1. Pure Imagination. Congratulations, sir. It's a smooth round. We will be playing until 9:04, so we are going to immediately get this next round started. A 2-hour duration. We want to get as many as possible. Tonight we'll be following the leaders. And the next round is live on Stranger Things. Pure Imagination. Matt, Dwayne, Sammy. On Metallica. Yeah. Jeremy, Linda, Jeff. On PBR, Jameson, Kat, Ilya, and Godzilla is going to be Mindy, Sean, and Jay. So we're going to be moving over to Stranger Things, and we're going to have to flip a player camera, and we will be right back. Pull up those again just so y'all can see while we're away. And we're going to bring some Stranger Things momentarily. Glad I plugged in there. That will work. Let me unplug the power and I can slide it underneath those things.
Okay, y'all, here we are back once again. I need to flip this player cam because we have rotated around. So, probably jump back just a little bit too early, but that is perfectly alright. It's like our camera's drifting just a little bit. That's better. There we go. Okay, and let's get the new matches in here, and then we will get this round a-going. And hey, good news! Both of the main announcers are on the same game. I feel like this hasn't happened in quite a while. Matches. There we go. Sean Buter. Good sir. You were up first. Oh.
How is the player cam Sandy? Way up?
No, we're good. We're good. Up a little bit, but we're good. Okay, so we're gonna wait for Pure Imagination to figure out what song he is listening to, and in the meantime, I have one of the biggest pickles I've ever seen from a Jimmy John's. And I know I'm not the only trans femme here, and I'm not the only trans femme in chat. So let's see how well this pickle crunches for all you trans fans out there. Minimal crunch, disappointing, but that's okay. Random salience, how dare you? I'm a big fan of pickles. This one is okay, but no more than okay. See, but Derby, your partner isn't trans femme, so he's fine. I actually don't know if that's a stereotype for trans men or not. Actually, I'm not even. I assume he's trans mask with he, him pronouns. I don't know if I've ever asked, and I'm sorry if I'm getting all of that wrong. But anyway, tell him we miss him. Oh no, another difficult terrain there for Matthew Stapleton. That's 2 in a row now of just not a whole lot going on. Difference being Matthew has used his Demogorgon bomb, whatever you call it, I really don't know. Look at Dwayne Marchand trying to go for his 20 million skill shot, misses. Let's say 3-way combo. 4-way. Can't quite get the 4-way. For those of you who might not be quite as familiar with Stranger Things, a 5-way combo will give you a guaranteed 10 million in bonus. Hop and Flop, you are correct, and I think it was more of a thing like in a bygone era, but it is the Spiro, yes. Okay, do it up, Dwayne.
You too, Sammy. Good luck. All right, we're on player 3, ball 1, Stranger Things. It happens. I'm going to go ahead and call Consolation Ball immediately because I can't pull up the replay, but Sean, it did something weird to Sammy.
But it dropped the top targets as I plunged, and then I had no ball set.
So we're going to award, yes, Stranger Things have happened. Consolation Ball immediately. We all saw that you did not flip. You did nothing. Build what you can. Everybody be ready in case that switch. Matt saw me working with that Sunday as well.
Gotcha.
It didn't work out.
Should I just play a new game, or do we do Constellation and call it a day?
I'd say Consolation Ball and call it a day.
I'm good with that. Right up until you blow it up and I need all my bonus 3 times.
Shit. We will see the way the Stranger Things is rolling the dice currently. These are not 20-sided die. These are like the standard 6. We're playing some damn Farkle over here on Stranger Things.
That's a stretch of an analogy, but I'm into it.
No Yahtzee for you.
No Yahtzee.
No Yahtzee.
God, imagine playing Yahtzee with a 20-sided die.
Hours. You definitely only getting one round in.
I've wanted to play Liar's Dice with a 20-sided die. That would also be a nightmare. But, yeah.
So Mr. Stapleton lucky enough to bring in a mode and act like he knows how to play pinball this evening. And he brought in Get Me Out. So this is your inner left shot, your center shot, and your inner right orbit. You want to shoot those as many times as you need. There's a little power bar on the top right of the screen. Once he builds the orange shots to that full meter, he can go dead center, and Matthew goes straight for the TK. Telekinesis, stacks it in. His mode is ready for completion, dead center. Almost picks it off, and now he's going to be chasing blue arrows for jackpots. Earning enough.
Still hasn't hit his center shot. That seems to be his priority.
Yeah.
7 or 8 shots at it now. Just
And timed out, just slightly under on it. I mean, it would have been a drawing, but low completions. They build towards your bonus, and everyone knows that Stranger Things is a bonus whore. Like, it loves them. You can only max out the bonus multiplier to 5, but depending on what you've done, and if you've got a 5-way combo and chapters, 200, 300 mil off a 5x bonus, not uncommon. Matthew currently has his super jackpot lit at the leftmost saucer. Picked it up, very nice. So now the jackpot's reset. He needs 5 flashing blue arrows to light his super jackpot at the left saucer. When it's lit at the left saucer, you can then shoot the left ramp to double and triple it.
I'm going to interrupt you here. Jonathan J. Slosser. It's a 20-sided die, but no 20s and 10 ones. That's the most painful 20-sided die I've ever heard of, and I've got one carved into my arm. Dear Lord, that hurts. That said, there might not be a 20, but there's at least an 18 because Matthew Stapleton is just absolutely rocking this multi-ball.
Gets the triple. He's got it
He
maxed
may
out.
have, yeah.
So now the ramp is
Oh!
and he picks up the triple.
Off
Super
a-
jackpot.
Off a carom, one ball into the other, into the super jack. That was amazing. That was awesome.
Very well done.
Glad to have that replay.
Oh, that deflection.
Oh. So let's see what bonus
Well
is.
played,
3x.
sir. Well played.
25 million bonus. That is certainly nothing to sneeze at. Just under 100 million. So certainly playing very well, especially for how mean this game has been. But, that said, this is a bonus heavy game. You can get 2, 3, 400 million bonus alone. So he is certainly not safe. Oh, no. Gets a ball save on that one. So we are still in Ware's Barn. Oh, Jesus. Bounce off the top post. Oh, brutal.
All right, let's see what Sammy can do. She is going to receive a consolation ball because her ball 1 just disappeared. And stranger things have happened before and continue to happen, so sitting at 5.4, player 1 13.1, Matthew 99.2, myself 13.3, and Sammy a little under 8 million. And gets the mean feeds. Stranger Things only likes Matt tonight. Like,
That was my fault. That was a bad catch.
goodness. I had an excellent practice game on Stranger Things today. It was phenomenal. Got to my total isolation, felt saucy. No luck. No luck. It's not being kind. Sean Buter's got a mode ready at the left ramp. Currently builds up his right orbit mode. So you can see 3 little circles. The flashing ones are stages you need. The solid ones are stages you've completed. And gets an absolutely atrocious feed that is currently good enough for second in our matchup. Oh, hello, jackpot. That was the, nope. It's going to be at the very top, right? This minute, Jonathan J. Slosser, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. We are here most every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We travel around the greater Triad area. That is Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and High Point. We also have streamed from Charlotte. We stream from Durham. We hope to bring you all flippers this fall, the first weekend of November. So, greatly appreciate the follow. All right, Matthew Stapleton is upside down. Upside down is a quick countdown at the center 4 bank drop targets. The quicker you get each individual drop target, the more points you got. Plain and simple on that one. So Matt's got a little bit of progress on his left orbit. One more shot or a shot into the mystery hole will spot that. Opts to lock a ball instead. Picks up a mystery. Let's see what they give him. Stranger points 11 0 1 1 0 0 0. If you got 2x scoring, it's double that, so that's cute and free points. Gotta dig it. And Matthew Stapleton onto his second mode. Operation Mirkwood is very, very challenging just because you've got like 70 seconds to hit a shit ton of ramps. There's a lot of ramps, Sammy, and if you combo them, they increase in value from cumulative amounts of 1,000,000. So your first shot is 1,000,000. If you combo it, that's 2, combo 3, combo 4, combo 5. But a lot of ramps to complete Operation Mirkwood. Collect a drawing and build your bonus. And he nails it. That's what I thought. All right. He completed his bust out earlier. That was his second purple mode. The Demogorgon modes alternate. So phase 1, you've got to kill 1 Demogorgon. That's 5 shots, or shoot it once in the mouth. Bust out is a 2-ball multi-ball. You have to kill the Demogorgon twice. So 10 shots, 2 mouth shots, whatever. 7 shots, and then you make it in the mouth, it dies, and it opens up every single main shot for red arrows and jackpots. If you clear out every single one, that will add a super jackpot again at the Demogorgon. You can add a ball. Lots of points to be had. A good thing to stack into a mode, but the time is dwindling down on Matt's mode. About 5 seconds left on Operation Mirkwood. 3, 2, 1. Not his focus, but he does pick off both Demogorgons. So now all of his shots are now lit with red arrows. Swipes his ball. Swipe ball is an interesting thing. If you lock any balls on telekinesis and you're in a different multi-ball, you can steal them from yourself. You do have to relight and relock any stolen balls, but you have a smart button option to, free 1 or 2 at a ball.
Don't look now, but we're in 2x playfield.
Ooh. Adds time. So, since he's out of his mode, more than likely, if you get the add time on that, it's going to add time to your double scoring. If you've got nothing else taking precedence, it would be a mode, then a Demodog if you had a Demodog going, and on down the chain. But Matthew, phenomenal. That's going to be an excellent bonus.
That was not as good a bonus as I was expecting, but still finishing the game just having cracked 200 million. Dwayne is psyching himself up here because he knows he has work to do, but he also knows it is very doable. And so that looks like lock number 2 can't quite get center drain. Ball save there. Game paused just a little bit, had all of us worried. Good little tip save there. Back in the control, backhands. He is now in his telekinesis. Unfortunately, he does not have a mode stacked, but you know what? Sometimes you just want to get your super jack. You just want to crank out some jackpots. And, it is chopping some wood, but that's okay. It's safe. You have at least 2 balls rolling around, if not more. And, why not? So he might be down the 2 balls already. I could have sworn there was one sitting there in the scoop waiting for him, but maybe not. So seemed like he was picking off some jackpots earlier, and there he goes. And there's an atta-ball. That'll restart his ball save. And he just lets those 2 go. Says, you know what? I want a fresh shot at that scoop. And it pays off for him. Collects the super jack, collects the drawing, relights his jackpots, and we are back in the jackpot chase. So lights another mystery. Another jackpot on the scoop. Oh my God, look at Dwayne fighting for control here. Unfortunately, it's a follow the leader train down the right out lane. Almost had a little flipper fumble there. Very, very close. Kind of catches himself. And there's another one. So now out of multi-ball, up to 34 million. And unfortunately, that's kind of the reality. That was an amazing little flip to keep the ball in control. But that's kind of just the reality of a non-stacked multi-ball. Yeah, you'll get bonus points, and that can be big and multiplied by however many, but you know, those jackpots, even doubled, even tripled, not a game changer in of themselves. So let's see where Dwayne is trying to go from here. He is in his first Demogorgon. Good save, no dangers on that slap. Oh, left ramp rejects are dangerous though. Looks like he survived 2. Trying to just fight for control, and there he goes. Can't quite make it. Uses his Demogorgon bomb, might as well. Collects the 5 million, and that will be it. 25 million in bonus. So, good ball, Dwayne. Making me sweat here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's enough to stay out of last. Not feeling safe with Sammy right behind me. She's only looking for about 41 mil to catch. Is gonna need 186 to catch Matthew, sitting in first place at 200. All right. Nice little bit of control. Follow the compass, interesting mode. Every time you shoot the spinner, it's gonna change your orange target. So you literally have to try to not shoot the spinner to leave it in one place and pick off orange shots one by one by one. Nice little tap just to keep it safely in the left flipper. Picks up a compass shot, picks up a bust out. Is she gonna kill it or is she gonna leave it open? I did opt to leave mine open because I was feeling confident about the backhand, but didn't happen. There she goes. And now we're into multi-ball with the Demogorgon. 50-50 on whether to kill the Demogorgon in your multi-ball. That ramp can be very obtrusive to the right inner loop and the left inside shot. Those are jackpot shots, and they're not as clean when that ramp is down to attack the Demogorgon. Alright, there's a shot on Demogorgon and a jackpot, simultaneous, very nice. The other big thing is that left inside shot, if you've completed your dice in-lane rollovers and you have a mystery lit, 9 times out of 10 in a multi-ball will give you an atta-ball. So picks off the Demogorgon kill. That alone is going to be a hellacious bonus. Picks up a jackpot. Mystery is going to be atta-ball. Atta-ball. There we go. And we're off. Back to 3 ball. Little bit of safety net with a ball save timer. You can see the circle flashing intermittently right in between the flippers. As soon as that light goes off, which it just did, that is the end of your ball save timer. Picks up a double jackpot, 2,032,000. Still needs to just double that. Picks up a super, 6. Very nice. There's a drawing that's going to be huge for bonus. If you collect a super, your standard jackpots go up by 100K. And that continues and continues. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, every super jackpot you've completed. So Sammy, 45 points, well, 46 now. Nice, takes the double cradle. Separation right into, let me make sure I can pull it up. Will it pull it up? No, I missed it. I missed the replay. It's one of the fanciest moves. She's going to do it again. Double cradle on the left. There you go. Just a little tap is going to put it into that left saucer. Most every Stranger Things works this way, and it's a key shot to a lot of pinball machines. You just wouldn't expect it. All right, we're at a multi-ball. I can guarantee you Sammy's got me in bonus. Sitting at 55, chasing 65. If I know Sammy, though, she's going all the way. She's chasing Mr. Stapleton. Goes into Where's Barb. Where's Barb is one of the most frustrating and tricky modes on this machine. Every main arrow is lit orange. If you find Barb on the first shot, you get 40 million points. If you don't get Barb on the first shot, you get a million plus, a million plus, a million plus. So you saw that with Sammy's second. She got 2. Her next one would be 3. But if you can seek out Barb on the first shot, 40 million immediately, plus the drawing for completing a mode, and finds Barb for 5 mil right after going into Trap 'em. Trap 'em is the...
So you're never out in pinball.
Never. Never, Jeremy. We all know it to be true. There's always one more ball.
Yep.
Chase and Matt sitting at 81.9. Trap 'em again. Sammy saved her smart button. Wisely so. You get 1 Demogorgon smart bomb at your lockdown smart button per game. I don't know if a mystery award will award you another one, but as far as all of us know that have played this so many times, you get 1 single smart bomb per game. So that killed an entire Demogorgon. She took out the second, got all the jackpots lit, and got an ill feed. Alright. That is her first Demodog attack lit. Cyan targets. What the hell? And bonus? Could it do it? It's done it before. 57, even with the 5X. Probably not. 144, and she's got a consolation ball. She needs 56 million on a single ball. Yep, 56, correct? So if Sammy can surpass 56 and some change on this single ball, she will win. She did not play ball 1. So here we go. She's got all the work laid out. Picks up the skill shot. Might try to spam telekinesis very quickly. No.
Watch it.
No!
There it goes.
Oh no! Well, it wasn't meant to be, but that was a good round. Congrats to Matthew. Congrats to Sammy. They really, really played pretty good. We've got suggested. PBR was Ilya Jameson Cat. All right, thank you. That was Matthew, Sammy, Dwayne, Sean. All righty. Metallica, Jeremy. 1, 3, 2. Why'd you all beat my mom like that? All right, fine. Godzilla, can you double tap and see if they're still over there? 312. 312. So Jay, Mindy, Sean, we're gonna save these results, get you all some updated results as we start the next round. And it looks like the leaders group is gonna be moving to damn PBR. Jeremy, Dwayne, Sammy, but let me get some updated standings real quick. That is brutal. At least we were nice enough to put PBR on 5 balls tonight instead of 3. Alas, we are going to be moving to PBR. Scroll up. Either way, let me get this. Sorry, doing all the things. We are away, and we will be right back with BBR. All right. Round 4 is live. As soon as my phone refreshes. On PBR, we're going to have Jeremy, Dwayne, Sammy, and Matt, Iron Maiden, Jeff, Sean, Ilya, Playboy, Jay, Linda, Jameson, and Metallica is Kat, Mindy, Sean Leonard. So we're going to slide this down to PBR. Everybody else can get started. Let us get through the way. Working on it, Jeff. Progress. Thank you, Jeff. Have to reset anything? Go to the other side. Slightly below the best. Oh, no, you're good. Right in between the seat there.
Or she was gonna leak.
Huh?
That's it in the cord.
Oh, yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay,
There's more of it.
I did have enough for it, so. Hey, more?
You can pull out more from this end and you'll be okay.
Let's jump back here. We should be good. Abeja Cubana. Oh, that's clearly butchering a Hispanic sounding name. But thank you for the follow. So, oh, I get to sit on a couch, which means the score cam fell out. Okay, I misunderstood here. So let's get score cam going here. Deactivate, reactivate. There we are. Let's see if I can get see if I can actually get it to zoom in. We're going to have to tilt the other way. There we go. And the only thing now is we need to update the rounds, the match. Da da da. Matches.
Touch up that score cam when I get up ball one.
You should be alright.
Oh, actually, there is cobwebs over.
There's cobwebs, but
Season ready over here, Reboot.
it is that time.
And if my eyes do not deceive me, Mr. Jeremy Weaver, ball one has Can Crusher ready.
I made an executive decision.
What's that?
He drained out with 45 points before we got the stream in place, and I killed it and started the game over. So he owes me a drink at the very least.
Yes, he does. We might have to get you a soda pop or, some other fantastic non-alcoholic beverage of your choice. All right, and he goes into Can Crusher, sitting at 674 points, which is a phenomenal 2-3 ball game, let alone ball one in a player 4 match. The main object of PBR. There are 4 shots at your top left of the playfield. Red, blue, red, blue. You shoot a red, it spots one of your red star rollovers and one of your red pop bumpers. You shoot all 4 of those, all of them are lit for increased scoring, and then shooting into the scoop, which is currently lit yellow on the playfield, will start Can Crusher. So Jeremy has done that once. Stays alive, little over 1,000 and climbing. And really wants to not lose that ball, but walking away from an excellent ball one on PBR, and now we've all got a lot of work to do. I'm going to follow that up. Player 2, ball 1.
Player 2, ball 1, that'll be Dwayne Marchand. Never heard of the guy. We'll see if he knows pinball.
You're gonna be just fine, my friend. I'll do all right. You shouldn't have gave me the second chance.
Grab like 1,000 a ball, you're going to go 5,000 games. That's I believe in you.
I got it. I'm on the train the next week. 2. Also, you do get 5. Turn what you do get 5. This is the first time you've seen it.
Okay. So it does come to a flipper, so it is no longer a true house ball, and curse of the commentator. Dwayne walks away just a little bit dejected, and like that, I am up. I think I imparted commentator's curse, so let's see if karma pays me back.
Oh, did you? Are you the reason I just died, Sammy? Love you too. All right. So not phenomenal. There are more chances to be had. A little crust, you might say. Hop and flop. Very well done. Thank you for keeping it punny out there in Chatland. Anybody else out there in Chatland, if you have any questions, comments, we're going to be here trying to keep up with all the things. Rounds, and Sammy gets PBR, but walking away from 222.
That was a bad decision.
Not a bad ball one.
That was a bad decision on my part. I thought it might bounce, and you know what? It did. It just bounced down instead of up. Unfortunately, I did not even have time to look up. Matthew walking away from 22 points, just absolutely brutal. Disappointing. And let's see if over 1,000 now. Let's see if Jeremy Weaver. Sorry, that was ball 1 that Matthew walked away from. But let's see if Jeremy Weaver can continue the can crushing. And so far, got a ball to the flipper and is doing all right. Sorry, I'm distracted a little bit from actually giving commentary, so forgive me just slightly. I will be back with y'all in a bit. But still, Jeremy, another great ball. Slapping the machine as he walks away.
By PBR.
You're supposed to do that in the player cam, Dwayne. There you go.
Poor boy Ribbity.
Plug in the company that supports us in no way except for sponsoring a weird game that apparently Jeremy hates and is killing, so you know. Oh no, and just like that, another really quick ball. What the hell is going on, everybody?
See, this is what us normal players are used to. We don't have your superhero strength. This game doesn't give no fucks.
All right, Sammy's got a red and a blue, sitting at 250. That's a comfortable second place. There are plenty of balls to be had because it is on 5 balls. This is a new age, old school game. So it is a slightly altered version of an electric mechanical machine. This is the 3rd skin that Stern, quote-unquote, Spike 2 has used with this skin. The first being Whoa Nelly's Big Juicy Melons, which is opposed to having pinball legs, came installed on top of a bunch of fruit crates. PBR was the second, commissioned by Pabst Blue Ribbon to a limited run of an undetermined value. And you're looking at it. The last skin was Primus. Primus the band used the same skin and released an extremely limited edition of only 100 units worldwide. So it's going to be the same as PBR. Everything you see here, but everything is Primus themed with some Les Claypool music. So Can Crusher's gonna crush. What am I at? I'm player 2. Got this. I believe in you, Matt. Matt, looking at his 22, and he even had 2 rollovers completed, 1 red, 1 blue. He'll bounce back. Key strategy on here. There's a yellow arrow currently at the rightmost stand-up target, and it was lit for 200. There's what's called a bullseye pin behind that target. So there's legit an outside pin and an inside pin. If you bash the inside pin hard enough, when it's lit yellow, you can see Jeremy's is currently rotating. There are 3 spots: the left stand-up, the kind of right center saucer, and the right stand-up. Center shots on those award 200. The outside ring, much lesser value. I think it's like 5 for the outside, 10 for the inside. And because Jeremy got to his crushing it, ball 1, his targets as he completes them, which he has 3 of 4 now, are worth significantly more than the rest of us. So we're going to see ball 3 if I can't bounce back.
Okay. Dwayne Marchand in the same position I am as far as in-lanes go. Really not getting a whole lot of luck with the other 2, but up to about 300. Those 2 lit pops really doing some work there. Those rollovers are not to be counted out either. There is a big move, a big center target, 200. There's another 200, just like that. Up to 800, almost 900 now. So, you know, Jeremy is certainly not going back. There's another 200. Dwayne is over 1,000 at this point. Oh man, I'm back into that scoop. That's another 70 points. Unlit. Whoa, big move there, but that's all right because there is no bonus. Tilt away. Dwayne says, I think the game's judging me. It's telling me to play nice here.
Play nice.
Well,
Help
then
the
play
train
nice,
boat.
Dwayne.
I was playing nice, and then it rewarded me with a drain. That's why my name's Dwayne. Always Dwayne in the balls, all the outlanes, all the Dwayne bows, all the Dwaynes you could possibly imagine. Knock knock, chat. Who's there, Dwayne? Dwayne? Dwayne who? Dwayne the Tub. I'm drowning. Drowning in failure at this game of PBR right now. Ooh, Sammy with a nice backhand to that lit 200-point bullseye, just like that, up to 980. So we might have a little bit of a chase here between currently Jeremy Weaver, player 1, Sammy, player 3, and myself, player 2, Matt. A little unfortunate, but plenty of balls to be had. Still got 2 more to go. All right, Sammy needs her last red in-lane rollover. Nice little bump just to keep it dancing, falling in the left in-lane. A little bit of control. You can easily backhand that left lit bullseye for 200 points. Ooh, that was a hard feed, but Sammy getting up to 1,500, taking the lead. Matthew Stapleton is going to walk up at 223. Let's see what happens. We've got ourselves a game of Peeber now.
So people actually did some things, and now.
Okay, Matthew Stapleton getting a plunge he needed. Now up to 3 lit lanes. Couldn't quite get the... Oh, disappointing there. Couldn't quite keep the ball in. Couldn't quite keep the ball in. So anyway, I think Dwayne said I was in the lead. That is certainly not true. Jeremy Weaver still has the lead, almost at 2,000 points here on a 5-ball game. And now he is 2,100 at the very least. Oh, a bit of in-lane weirdness. There he goes, gets that in-lane. Rainbow for the ages right there, and that is very common, especially on some of these older machines. Just pop it off the top of that sling, and it just doesn't quite have enough to go all the way to the other flipper. Dwayne stepping up said, hey, we got some cheating going on. My mom gave me all the extra luck I need. I think that's player assistance. Who's the tournament director of this? We need a ruling. And wisely, Dwayne is no longer listening to me because he's got pinball to play. Very good little flip there. Almost had a very common drain where this ball just kind of bounces with a weird amount of energy. Oh no! Tried to pop it off a post there and just couldn't quite get it. So Dwayne reacting just a little bit. We'll see what it looks like. Give us the report, Dwayne. Where are we standing?
Where are we standing? We got away from what, 15? Well, little under 14. Sammy at 1549 and Matthew Stapleton, player 4, at 265. But there are 2 balls left, and you can really do a lot of damage on PBR with just one really excellent ball. A fine example for the excellent ball. Yes, Sammy. Mum luck is the best luck. It gave me some, Jack. I can't deny. I'm pleased with it. I did not notice the player cam is slightly off. We're going to be fine. We're chasing it. Sammy currently has her crushing time lit, 18.5. And chasing Matthew. So one saucer will start her crushing time. At the beginning of her ball, she also pulled off a skill shot on the right upper corner of the playfield. Every time you plunge in, there are 2 yellow lanes, and that shot will be lit for 200. It also spots one of your red or blues, whichever one you don't have. I think going from left to right, that could be backwards, it could be right to left, either way. If you're missing one, it gives it to you. Excellent flipper skills. and falls through. That's going to spot 50. Almost gets back in. Hits the little post. 22-25. Catches Jeremy Weaver, and we've got a ball to go. One more ball. We're walking up. Player 4, ball 4. Sammy and Jeremy are 20 points apart. Alrighty. Whenever I get up, if you want to, player game will be fine. Alright, Matthew Stapleton, do not count him out. I would not be shocked if he walks up ball 4 or ball 5 and puts up a solid 4,000. He's got the skills. That wasn't the one. He's saving it all for ball 5. He's sniping us. He is sniping us right now. World. 22-01. Jeremy Weaver. Rotate out here.
Oh no! Gets a decent amount of points, but a bit of a house bomb here. So Dwayne giving him some shit here. It's like, oh, only 2,300. Oh no. So, very good game. Very good game by Jeremy Weaver. Really with an amazing night here tonight. 15 points already. We might have time for one more round. Oh no, oh no! That, unfortunately, that is a common drain. Just, you think it's going to go in that side one, that little side lane there, and it just goes straight down the middle.
I didn't hit switch?
Okay, world. We're watching. It's still player 2, ball 5 on the newest code released by PBR. If you come in and do not hit a single solitary switch, you get a ball save, and I made that happen. This never happens. I get it back. So you're telling me there's a chance?
Oh my god. And dear Lord, I am glad I looked up and saw 1 leading instead of a 2. That would have been an instant disqualification for me.
You know I didn't do that on purpose.
No. So, oh my god. That, wow. Very, very, very rarely happens, but here we are. Okay. He has now hit a switch. There will be no playfield validation trickery this time. So a good little dead bounce there. Trying to backhand that 200 scoop, and unfortunately the ball just kind of like bottom of the flipper, side of the post. Nothing you can do there.
Is that a walk away? Oh no, Matt still got. No, you're good. You're good. All right. From the background, Jeremy says, "Damn it." Sammy goes into a crush in time and immediately fails for the loss.
Just enough to get it to win.
Into the pop, straight down the middle.
Wash it down the drain.
All right, but Sammy surpasses 2,445 to 2,300 and upwalks Matthew Stapleton. Matt does not need a terrible amount of work to catch myself and not take last. Currently, Sammy, Jeremy, Dwayne, Matt. We're going to see what happens.
Tell the people how great this game is.
We are. People are out here just like, this game is great. Okay. Matthew Matthew. There he goes. There's his ball control. He's got plenty of it. Taking his time, looking at the feeds. Nice little hold pass over to the right just to stay alive. Nice little delicate nudges just to keep going. He does need his last blue target to light crush in time. Almost. There it is. No, falls the other way. Falls into the naked apron skirt. That little seemingly pop bumper is not a pop bumper. It is just what they call a naked skirt. And what that does is every time you hit the plastic perimeter, that gives you 5 points. And that is going to wrap up PBR. Matthew wanted to start with that ball. We all wanted to do better. A fine bout on PBR. Not too shabby at all. We're going to get some points put in. I got to fetch results on others. That was Sammy, Jeremy, Dwayne, Matthew, and Maiden. Jeff, you got Maiden results? Sean, Jeff, Ilya. And it's 8:56. Folks, we have time for a 5th round for the first time in Season 5. Only appropriate. We're going to see where we're going. The leaders round is going to be... Round 5 is live. Willy Wonka, Matt, Sammy, Jeremy, Sean. Mandalorian is going to be Jay, Dwayne, and Jeff. Family Guy, Ilya, Jameson, Kat, and Iron Maiden, Linda, Sean, Mindy. So we're going to be sliding over to Willy Wonka one more time. Hopefully, for the first time in a hot minute, without any issues. You're welcome. I tried. I think I got it fixed today. So there's your current standings. My name's Dwayne. We're going to go away. Sammy Bacon, 26. Matt, 20. Jeremy, 20. Sean, 19. Jay, 19. Jeff winning on tiebreaks with 18 against Dwayne. Jameson, Kat, Ilya, Linda. There's a couple others below. But we've got to go away and bring you one last round of pinball on this hot and humid Wednesday in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So if I can slide just right, we'll see you in just a minute. Nice work.
Here we are, final round. Willy Wonka, certainly a game I enjoy, but not a game I'm terribly good at least not compared to some of these other players who know it like the back of their hands. So, rumor has it, according to one amazing, very talented game technician, Dwayne Marchand, we may no longer have the lights freezing. So, fingers crossed.
It's been very consistent. A lot of games played, no seizing.
starting the game just in case. I believe that's what's going on. So,
Live game on it too. There's no flipper hold reset on Wonka. Y'all should be good. I've got to hop up on Mango. No, there was no live game.
thank you.
Not seen a freeze yet. Fingers crossed.
Okay,
Y'all
there
let
we
me
go.
know. I'm right there on Mando. It'll be good. Wait till that test alert goes away and he should be good.
So, why do we not have power? Hold on. We don't have power. Okay, we're good. Glad I noticed that. Okay, so now we're good. Last game, session 3, season 5 of Reboot Pinball League. Matthew Stapleton stepping up. And I am going to absolutely say it. Matthew Stapleton, heavy favorite to win this game. Sean certainly knows it very well. I don't know if Jeremy knows this very well, but we'll find out soon enough, I suppose. So, not sure what's available. Oh, looks like Violet is available from that upper flipper. And really doesn't want it. There he goes. That's what he wants. He wants to backhand that target, light his second lock. I believe that's his second lock. And we're going to see where he goes from here. Another ramp. Shorts at that time. A good little 1-2 there. Keep the ball from training down the middle. Those pops are a very dangerous feed. One of the most dangerous on this machine. Normally this machine's difficult for just weird shots, and you hit the posts and you're in trouble and not a whole lot of time to react. However, those pops, just brutal. So, I believe that'll start a multi-ball here. But maybe I'm wrong. Looks like I'm wrong. But he did start... I'm blanking on what you call it. It's not Wonkatania Mania. I don't think. Wonka Wash, that's what it is. Wonka Wash Frenzy. All switches score 1,000. And unfortunately, another common drain on this machine. You get the ball bouncing off that upper post there, and just post to sling. It'll bounce there a few times and just right into the end lane. So, Sean Buter's stepping up. First time tonight. Thank you, Sean.
Good evening, everybody. It's Sean, America's favorite pinball player that nobody knows. We're in for an interesting final game tonight. Sammy, known for putting up bravado performances on this machine in tournaments. Matt Stapleton, no slouch either. Jeremy, an awesome player, and not to brag, I've got some good scores on this one too. So we're looking forward to seeing how this goes here. Sammy plunging for that skill shot, a tough skill shot. I mean, there's nothing easy on this game, but you know, one of the tougher skill shots in recent pinball memory, anyway, in my opinion. Tough drain.
That was a left-right, not a right-left.
Yeah. You get those directions confused sometimes, and stuff happens. Sammy's taking over. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, thanks, Sean, for jumping in there. Greatly appreciated. Okay, so Jeremy Weaver is stepping up. Again, not sure how familiar he is with this game, but He is certainly on fire tonight, so we will expect to see more of that. Good shot making and good decisions. There's a right ramp there, left ramp, starting some combos. And now has 3 things lit on his TV. He's got Inventing Room to his Super Playfield, currently a 2X, and a 2X Wonka Bar. So, takes a shot at the spinner there. Looks like he might be in Super Spinner. Unfortunately, not a whole lot to be done off of that. Some really low scores going into player 4 about round 1 here. So we're going to have to figure out who has made the most progress and who can do the most in 1 ball. Well, 2 balls to go, but
It's Gotta Be Listen to Your Heart by Roxette.
so Pure Imagination explaining to us just why we have given him that nickname. Not explaining, confirming. He has made Pure Imagination on this game, and he has done it while listening to that song by Roxette. And so Superstition, as most athletes / gamblers tend to be, he will now listen to that song as he attempts to do it again. So good right ramp there. Double light his first factory mode, and a good slap save for another ramp. Lights his Playfield X, has Inventing Room ready, has a lock lit, trying to collect here. Raising the target, backhand a little early. And another out lane. What are we doing? This is the leader group, right? Kirk Hobbs, thank you for joining us. Yes, Wonka is amazing. And, you know, we have a lot of players who really enjoy it, who can really blow it up. And these scores just are not indicative. Superstition, that is also a banger. Very much so. So Matthew Stapleton stepping up to ball 2, fighting that upper ramp, can't quite get it. Fighting for control here. There it is. Good trap. Left flipper right where he wants it. Nails it. Goes right into his gobstopper multi-ball. And looks like he is trying. If he can skill shot the TV, he will get a 3X Playfield and 2X Wonka Bar at the same time. Jack the Knave, don't let the name fool you, also a magician, so if Jack says that Super Music Luck does not beat Mum Luck, I would trust her. Unfortunately, it looks like Matthew is already out of his gobstopper. He does have a kit collected, able to start that multi-ball whenever he wants. But having played with him enough, that is something he likes to stack. Just kind of save for some more kids, stack with another multi-ball, and just really make it worth his while. So now into 4X Playfield, and unfortunately only gets about 6 seconds out of it before walking away dejected. Not his 5X. He did not ruin his 5X Playfield, but still, it stings just a little bit.
Hello everybody, Sean again. A tough performance for most everybody on ball 1 on that game. Matthew starting to assert himself, but anybody who's played this game knows that you really have to push that boulder uphill before you start that downhill slide of big time scoring. So something about this table, it was actually very recently cleaned and repaired, so it's playing much faster and has been playing much faster since the start of the season. than a lot of the players here are used to. That's why you're seeing some missed shots, or I think to an extent still relearning this game, or at least relearning the physics of this game. Sammy taking her time on that skill shot, trying to get it right. An excellent trap and an excellent opportunity here to get another ball locked and get that. Oh, and in fact start the multi-ball there. This multi-ball, of course, one of the feature multi-balls of this game, not necessarily among the most profitable, but it's especially in a tournament, it's a great stepping stone to a good score, and can set you up for a lot of other great things. Sammy, particularly on this Wonka machine, known for big-time comebacks and gigantic scores. There was a match, I believe it was last season, where she came back to score something like 15, maybe 20 million, mostly on ball 3, to take the match, and it was an extraordinary thing. Kid multi-ball now started, I think, running side by side with Gobstopper multi-ball, which you can do on this machine, and can be an extremely helpful thing if you find yourself struggling a little bit on Gobstopper. A couple of tough drains there, but both multi-balls still live, and that scoring still live. If Sammy can get control, she'll be back in good shape. And a tough drain down the middle there, but 1.2, almost 1.3 million ahead of Matt, which is not a bad place to be going into ball 3. Question here now is, what do you do? You're kind of in jail. Oh, down the middle for Sammy. Great ball, though. Potentially a tournament-winning ball for Sammy Bacon. Thanks for hanging on, y'all. Gonna turn back over to Sammy.
Excellent ball.
Thank you. Okay. Well, somebody got to do something, so very glad for that. Oh no, Jeremy Weaver. I did not realize the ball save was that short. That is unbelievable. Wild ball too. So disappointing, very disappointing game so far for him. So, Sean Buter stepping up. Jeremy laughing at himself in the background here. It's like, yeah, that's when Mr. Wonka himself sits there and goes, "You lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir." So Sean Buter stepping up here. Short plungings, getting his skill shots, starting his 2x playfield, starting his mode. Starting inventing room. It looks like he has a super spinner ready if he shoots the TV here. Oh no, and the ball is not getting kicked out of the TV here. May need a little bit of love to kind of help it out. There he goes. Ball searches. Ball is underway. Here we go. Forehand shot into the ball lock. There he goes. Good backhand. Will start his ball lock number 1. Another skill shot there. Another chance at a side ramp. Plugs in. And, oh. Makes kind of a move there. Sean, do not worry about the cart. Just kick it all you need. You are the player in the middle of a game here. So it looks like picked up a kid, maybe? Yes, he did. Has Augustus Gloop running. Has a second kid available on the captive ball. Currently 1 collected. There is a good shot at the at the TV to start the Super Jets. So another side loop, side ramp. Trying to light his lock here, but hey, Super Jets never hurt. Big move, takes a warning. But hey, we're good. Whoa, bit of spin there. He was not expecting that, and just like that, the ball is wild in the slings. Sean banging on the glass. Oh no! What was I saying earlier, folks? That feed out of the pops. Never, ever, ever trust it. It is not your friend by any stretch of the imagination. So Matthew Stapleton. Last ball, last chance to dance. And we certainly know this man can. Starts off with a side ramp skill shot, looking for another multi-ball lock here. Ball in those slings, not quite sure. Oh, that was a very early backhand attempt. There he goes. Ball 1 lock. Where do we go from here? Another side ramp skill shot. Another very early flip. Essentially a rolling post pass. Certainly not what he wants. Takes a warning for it. This game is set on warnings per ball, not per game.
Yes. Yes.
Dwayne is back from putting up just shy of 500 on Mandalorian
Ball
after
2.
2 balls.
Ball 2.
I'm sure your fellow players love you right now.
Yeah, could have used that on PBR, but I'll take it on Mando, because Mando is, I like Mando, it's not been my friend lately. We'll just leave it at that. Like every time I play Metallica in a tournament, it is not my friend.
Fair enough.
I'm pleased. Matt has a lot going. He's got a factory mode ready. He's used his 4X playfield. He's still got a 2, a 3, and a 5. Shooting. Jeff unhappy with the machine beside us. Matt picking up Super Jets in the new code. Super Jets are phenomenal on Willy Wonka. Like,
Yes.
if you get any multiplier and get stuck in those pops, points to be had. Points for days. All right, nice little backhand on the left ramp. Matt has that clutch building up candy and falls into his gobstopper multi-ball. I know that he's got at least one, no, he's got exactly 1 kid ready at the left dead end target above the left flipper. He's got 3 more kids possible to collect at the captive ball. So building those in during the ball save, key, and I'm gonna need to play my ball 3.
Thanks for stopping in, Dwayne. Always appreciate a little bit of a break, and now's the time of night when I start to need it. However, Matthew Stapleton, no breaks to be had. Unfortunately, takes a hard drain down the middle there. That will almost certainly end his multi-ball. He is trying to bring it in as best as he can. Unfortunately, trying to bring in Kid as best he can. Unfortunately, takes a outlane drain, walks away dejected. Normally, this man can put up 6, 8, 10, even 12 million. Just absolutely blow up this machine. Unfortunately, tonight is just not his night.
Matt with a difficult break there. Like we talked about, this is one of those boulder uphill games. You can start that score stream going after a certain point, but it takes a lot of work and potentially a long time to really get that moving. Sammy, of course, one of those folks who knows exactly how that goes on this machine and is making it happen. Jeremy, unfortunately, on the last ball, basically had no chance to score. House-balled the game. And so he's going to have a lot of work in front of him once Sammy's finished on this ball. Although, knowing Sammy, that might take a while. So Sammy with the mode going now. Good scores coming in, multiplier there as well. So, and has started the super multi-ball on this one and scored a golden ticket. Holy cow, nice. So this is, as you can see already, last time we saw Sammy's score, it was 1.7. Now it's 5.5 million and growing as we speak. An incredible opportunity and an incredible performance by Sammy, which again is not unexpected on this game. Last minute score on our last minute activation of the jackpot for that super, but it doesn't look like it. Oh no, the Wonkavator is still going actually. Question is, where's the ball stuck? If at all. There it. Sammy scoring a super jackpot. Huge points. There we go. So, if you ever come out to Triad Pinball Players, and I hope you will, either here at Reboot on Wednesdays or variously at Boxcar Greensboro, this is the kind of play you're going to see. A lot of different play styles, a lot of different strategies, and a lot of really good and really, not to put a fine point on it, but a lot of really kind players. There are a lot of good people in the Triad who are really good at pinball. And you're seeing one of those performances right now. 6 million in a tournament game without extra balls on Wonka is a heck of a performance. 15-second ball saver now, Super X activated. Just out of Wonkavator multi-ball, so a little bit in jail, but not so much. Inventing room finishing up there. So one of the best things about this machine is that it makes you make choices. You can line up your mode, you can line up your multi-ball or multi-balls. Question is, what do you do first? And I think there are common themes among players, but any machine that, even in a tournament setting, that makes players make choices, it should come out, Sammy. Is a favorite of mine. Sammy priming that first lock for yet another Gobstopper multi-ball. We'll see if she can get it. Oompa Loompa started. 2-ball multi-ball, a long ball saver. You can't do much else except for work on the Oompa Loompa while you're in the mode. But it can be a very valuable mode, especially if you have a multiplier going. You're seeing their individual jackpots, 65, 49. seems like an interrupter mode, but it can be a reasonable scoring powerhouse, especially in a tournament setting, if you're able to keep it alive for a meaningful amount of time. And Sammy very much keeping it alive on this Oompa Loompa. Now over 8 million. 8 million. Next highest score is my own, which is just over 500,000. We still have Jeremy to play, but currently I'm in a solid second place. I don't feel particularly comfortable in that position, but with this fantastic game from Sammy, it's gonna be a big challenge for any of the rest of us to come back and make it happen, especially on one ball on this game. Sammy with the ram shot there. Looks like she's trying to maybe activate kid multi-ball. Currently only one kid lit, but those jackpots and that golden ticket can be meaningful if that's where she's trying to go, and it does look like that is where she's trying to go. In the meantime, getting another lock wide open, and in fact, starting another Gobstopper multi-ball, which she can parlay into a kid multi-ball. Gives you a new ball saver, lets you breathe a little bit, and lets you hit some new targets, which, you know, in pinball, stacking can be everything. Sammy hitting that kid multi-ball only with Veruca lit, but that's enough to get another ball, a new ball save, and new targets that keep that score going. Breaking news here at Reboot Arcade War. Dwayne Marchand, our tournament director, putting up a hell of a score on the Mandalorian. High score number 1 on the Mandalorian. Meanwhile, Sammy now over 10 million points, getting ready to crest 11. Probably already has it with the bonus. Good save, a really good save. Golden ticket on the factory tour now. Could Sammy be on the way to pure imagination? It's not probable, but it is now possible.
She's better than high school.
Oh man. So this is exactly what Sammy does. Daisy chain multi-ball into multi-ball into multi-ball. Often on ball 3, just to give everybody a sense of security before she takes us down, getting her now second Wonkavator multi-ball of the game. Probably doesn't need it, actually. But protecting that super lock count from any other players trying to claim it, or at the very least, if players want to claim it, they're going to have to work for it. Oh, tough terrain there, but Those super locks are back at 0, and Sammy should be feeling fine, especially given the scores of the rest of the players here on ball 3 in the final round of this week's Reboot Pinball League. Wow, Sammy now with Wonka's Office, kind of a mini wizard mode in the game. Can only be qualified after securing at least 2 golden tickets, and Sammy has that now, as we know. So for those who haven't seen this mode before, it's weird. You need to alternate shots for a moment, and then you have targets that can multiply your jackpot. Sammy cashed out early on that one, but still scored more than 3 million points on in that roughly 20-second period alone. Sammy really going for the gold on this one. I think the high scoreboard starts on this machine at 22 million. That is a reasonable possibility tonight if she doesn't get tagged out or drained before the opportunity arises. Sammy lighting a special, normally a great thing, but it is free pinball night, as is every Wednesday night here at Reboot in Winston-Salem. Sammy starting Kid multi-ball once again, now with just Charlie Bucket lit, but every target helps you make a difference. And if you're going for completion instead of score, this is one of those things that can get you closer to your 5 golden tickets to start Pure Imagination. Sammy with some excellent reflexes here, saving that ball after a power drain on the second ball. This is probably the point at which we would normally tap a leader out of the pinball game, but given that this is our last game of the night in this week of the league, we'll probably just kind of let her play on and see, just watch the show at this point. 2 golden tickets, not super duper far away from adding more to the collection. Mr. Dwayne Marchand watching the feed here.
Guess you told them that already, right?
No, Derby Ghost. Sammy's score right now is 16.4 million points. Nobody else in the 4-player team or the 4-player group has more than 1 million currently.
No, everybody's sitting at about 500,000. Player 3, 32.4. Player 4, 562. So, play order. So Sean is safe over Matt. Sean cannot take last. Matt might not get last. It depends on what Jeremy does on his last ball. Player 3, ball 3, and Mr. Buter, Pure Imagination himself, knows this. You're also in this group, and I don't know.
Dwayne calling me Pure Imagination because we have a friendly rivalry here at Reboot. He and I have both, after long journeys, reached the Pure Imagination Wizard mode twice for each of us. And it's very much a point of pride in this group of players. Kirk, you're completely right. I mean, a good player can win from here. A great player can win from here. The question is, can you buy enough time to put in the work? These are not professional players, of course, but they are very good players. And in Jeremy's case, on this particular game and this particular round, unlucky players. That's a great question, Kirk. To my knowledge, and I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, it's on factory posts. Our owner here tends not to change a lot of settings, either physical or software-wise, from what comes factory, and so. I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, Dwayne and I both reached pure imagination here on the factory settings and the factory hardware. Sammy getting, wow, Sammy starting most secret machine. One of the most valuable modes in the game, potentially. So for anybody who hasn't seen this mode, which this is Sammy just announced, it's her first time on this mode. It's a multi-ball in which you're trying to hit the gobstopper hole. That's your only goal. Hit the gobstopper hole, hit the gobstopper hole, hit the gobstopper hole. Once you hit it a certain number of times, it starts moving around. If you hit it even more, it starts rotating in a 360-degree rotation, which makes it very difficult to hit, especially with a lot of balls in play, with a timer going, and with the chaos of a multi-ball happening in real time. For those who don't know, it's a huge deal to reach this mode. This is not easy at all, and this is championship level play right now from Sammy. You can maybe see on the play field now the gobstopper rotating about 180 degrees, every couple seconds here, which already makes it difficult to hit. But again, the scores are worth it, and the timer adds an extra level of difficulty to your task on this. Sammy already up to 26.5 million now in a game where every other competitor, still 2 left to go in this round, but every other competitor less than 1 million points, including myself. This, for me, is one of the most exciting modes in this game. It's wild, it's willy, it's weird, and man, you feel like you've seen and done something once that mode is over. And oh man, a power drain, but ball save in effect there. Sammy with a good save. And Sammy guaranteed a leaderboard spot on this machine. The number 8 high score on this one was 22 million and change. Sammy obviously over 26 now. Sammy with four golden tickets. Very, very close to pure imagination. Activating that kid multi-ball, I suspect that last golden ticket is related to kid multi-ball. There are a number of jackpots you have to hit, for those who don't know, including the normal jackpots, the super jackpot, double jackpot, that sort of thing. You have to hit every one of those jackpots in order to get the golden ticket for kid multi-ball. So you get to a point in your game where lighting the mode, even with one kid, it can get you where you're going if you're going for completion, which is to say getting to pure imagination, the wizard mode in this game. Sammy locking a ball for a first ball for Gobstopper, which could help aid and abet this kid multi-ball if she can get it going before the last drain. Unfortunately, a big drain on the right-hand side there. Kickback from the left. So the question is, what do you do now? What ramps do you hit? What shots do you prioritize? You know your score is probably secure, but you're going for pure imagination. Derby Ghost, you may be right. I didn't... Oh, there we go. Wonka Vader multi-ball. Derby Ghost, you are correct. So this is a little bit of a predicament now. Sammy's had a couple of Wonka Vaders completed already, or at least begun. And after a period of time, those super locks can be difficult to come across. So the question is, what do you do in this situation? And that's been the question all along. I would say about 15 million points ago. Dwayne Marchand, you've been watching this game on and off.
I just finished resetting the entire reboot back to normal and normal settings off tournament mode, and I have been watching this. We are one golden ticket away, it would appear.
Wonka Vader is the only one left.
Oh my goodness. And she's got currently none lit.
She's already had 2.
Oh, that was a little weirdness from the Wonka TV.
It's a little weirdness from the saucer.
Yeah. The TV saucer, it didn't quite wedge in there properly. Had to ball search her out, but either way, it's just going to give her that ball back. Fell into the scoopable, the scoop search on the Gobstopper.
Yeah. The good news, of course, for Sammy, probably already secured a win, almost definitely.
I'd say nearly and definitely secured the win.
Yeah, and has secured a place on the leaderboard, which in a tournament on a 3-ball game, unbelievable,
Yes.
and mostly on ball 3.
And our Wonka leaderboard is not easy to get on. You only get 8 high scores and a grand champion on these Jersey Jacks. Our high score 8 was at 22 mil. She currently just broke into a high score. She's chasing high score 3 at 29. And looking hard for those Wonka Vader locks. So those are going to be awarded from TV modes to get the locks lit.
And TV modes only, right?
Yeah, from what I understand, also if you have a computer award can award you a mystery, you know what I'm trying to say, Wonka Vader lock. Yes. So
Sammy now has started another Gobstopper multi-ball, obviously adding to the score, but hopefully.
And from what I can tell, 263 in the candy jar. That 4th golden ticket starts the ransom. That is a huge mode. Plus you get an additional amount of candy bars. 508 Wonka bars times 8 plus the last ball multiplier. This is going to be an insanely high bonus, Sean.
Yeah,
just wildly out there.
It is entirely possible that this bonus, even though Wonka is not a huge bonus game, could put Sammy over the line for the GC.
You're not wrong
on this game.
Because we're sitting at, 32 to 34?
Yep.
You were, I don't even remember, but...
For those who missed it, Dwayne and I have been in a friendly rivalry to get to Pure Imagination and have got some decent scores.
Yes.
In the
we
process.
both made it there twice, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Both put up reasonably good scores, but Sammy is currently in position. Starting again a one-kid multi-ball.
You got the mic TV, and that's really going to give her great chances to blast the TV as much as possible to light, because she's got to light 2 more super locks. That is one of the most, for me, it's either the kid multi-ball, which she's already got for the golden ticket, or it's the Wonka Vader.
Yep.
It always boils down to one of those 2. But yes, Pure Imagination and myself have been fascinated and chasing this pure imagination wizard mode endlessly. We want to complete it. We love it. And this machine, Jersey Deck did a really good job. I'm a fan.
A lot of people didn't love this machine when it first came out for various hardware issues, various software issues. It wasn't necessarily a complete game when it came out, which is the norm on the software side these days. But it's my opinion. I think, Dwayne, it's yours. That this has become a really fun and tournament-wise very competitive machine.
Once they put out that new code, it really enveloped the way the scoring should be. Like when you play Wonka now, you feel like you're getting points for what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, you were extremely rewarded for doing well in the modes if you know how to play them, and that did not exist until the most recent code on Willy Wonka. And it's one of the first Jersey Jacks that scoring and play are more linear than others, because God, Wizard of Oz, who the fuck even knows? The new code on Dialed In, better.
Oh,
no, Sammy.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this bonus.
Don't flip it.
Let's take a look at this bonus.
Melt together, Sammy.
Sammy has
520 something times 8 with your last ball bonus X held. You might be GC. It's over $1 million.
Wow. 2.256 million bonus on that. That is, if not a GC, it's dead short of the GC on this game. In a 3-ball game in a league night tournament. Holy cow, everybody. Unbelievable performance from Sammy. Mostly on ball 3. She got it going during ball 2. Had a pretty good score on ball 1, but my God, a score like that and a performance like that on ball 3, just absolutely unbelievable. You'll want to stick around to see her victoriously put her initials into the machine at the end of the contest. Now Jeremy is up here and has a lot of work to do, but not so much work that he can't still get a decent placement in this field. It's going to be awfully tough to beat 33 million in 3 balls on Wonka, but not impossible, as Sammy proved. And a couple of good multi-balls, a couple of good modes. You can make that happen. Chat, we see y'all there. Derby Ghost, Hop and Flop, Shadow Ram. We appreciate y'all. I think Sammy declared that she was quitting from pinball after that ball, and I understand. This is one of those games that is a journey for players, and oh boy, was she on a long journey. Okay, this one's mine, so all I need to do is score 32.5 million. Yeah, we'll be fine. It's going to be good. I'm going to hand it off to the champion herself, Sammy Bacon.
Oh my God. I am sweating.
There is no song that can save
Sean walks up and he's just like, no, there's no song that can save me. I don't know what to put on. How do I feel? I'm sweaty, I'm sore, my eyes hurt. That is 4 to 5 times better than I've ever done on this game before. Very good. Dear Lord. And I feel bad. It's almost 10 o'clock. I've got to go to work in the morning. Dear Lord. All I needed was Wonka Vader, and I had no idea how to light Wonka Vader. Apparently, it's just the number of TV scoop shots, and had no idea. So yeah, good to know. Thank you, Jeremy. That was, oh no, and unfortunately, Sean, not expecting to win, but still very unhappy with that ball. So, okay. Still, only number 2.
Wow.
Did she take the GC? She may have taken the GC.
So we're showing Candy Bar Gumball Champ, high score number 2, just behind the leaders. Good golly.
Sammy officially said she quit pinball after this.
Yeah.
This was her breaking moment. She's done. She'll be back for that other golden ticket one of these days.
She'll be back for
She's
pure
not
imagination.
done. We're going to enter some results and bring you all some final standings for episode 3. What a night it has been. Some wild games. We got 5 rounds in. That's awesome for everybody involved. Let me fetch all these results. Clearly, Sammy the victor. Sammy not super pleased with her picture, but Sammy Witch blowing it apart. 33 million. Player 4, Sean with 649. Matthew Stapleton eking out 3rd and Jeremy 4th. So that is going to close round 5. And that is going to end our tournament for the evening. That game alone, I'm going to have to go back and look at the time, but a little under an hour. It was probably about a 56-minute round. Nothing wrong with that. That's why we're here, to play, to have fun. We crazy. Standing as a commentator, let me update these results. I would say it's guaranteed that my lovely co-host, the Triad's very own Sammy Bacon, took first for the evening with, 33 points. Dwayne, my Mando, pulled it out by 1 point at 25, second for the evening. Sean, 24. Matthew Stapleton, 23. So there's your top 4. Kat and Ilya, thank you so much for driving out from the Triangle to join us. They said they do plan to make the majority of the league to get points, and they would see us next week.
So did Ellen, by the way.
Yeah, and Ellen couldn't make it tonight, but Ellen said she does intend to be here for the majority of the season, which means they're qualified for finals, and they get them Whoppers. It's beautiful. Jeff finishing in 6th. Jeremy Weaver, phenomenal performance. I wish everyone could have seen his Ball 3 comeback for 400 million points on Godzilla Round 1. It was nuts.
Honestly, for as well as he's been playing, I'm sad to see him that far down the list.
Yeah.
He has been blowing it up.
Yes, his Ball 1 on PBR too, just unbelievable.
Oh, yes.
And you came back and took that one. That was a crazy round.
Barely.
Jay Lively, newer player, not to Reboot, but first time ever doing an IFBA tournament, taking 8th. Jameson 9th. My mother took 2 wins tonight.
There you go.
Linda Marchand, 2 first places tonight. Ilya in 11th. It looks like Mindy in 12th. And it's got to be Sean down there in 3rd.
Gotta be, yeah.
It's the only one left. They said they had a blast too, and they would see us next week. So we always have fun. Check out Flippers. Check us out next week. It is free to play. If you have not made the first 3 sessions, you can come here with next Wednesday and the following Wednesday. And the following Wednesday, get your IFP Whoppers. You can have a seat in finals, do all the things, or you just want to watch, learn, meet the crowd. We're an awesome group. It's free play from open to close every Wednesday, 534 North Liberty Street, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, 27101. I've got to finish flipping off Wonka. Sammy, congrats. This is our, you had the potential for legit only 35 points. It took 33. The previous 2 weeks, the maximum possible was 28, and no one's got 24, so that's going to be big. It's going to be big. I'm going to switch this over. She might have some follow-up announcements. I am done. I'm hoarse. It's been a blast. We're going to be here next week, presumably.
Next week,
All is
same
well.
flippin' time,
Thank
same
you.
flippin' place.
Always. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, big shout out to Dwayne for organizing all of this madness. We certainly could not do any of this without him. So, very, very glad to have him around. Amazing tournament director, amazing person. We really, really appreciate him. Let's see who we can raid this week. We got Buffalo Pinball, Laser Lowe's, Pride Pinball, Warlock Pinball. Let's see what Warlock Pinball's playing. Ooh, that might be some Rush. Let's raid Warlock Pinball. Get some Rush. Great game. I need more time on it, but it is really pretty sweet. So, anyway, see you right back here next week, 7 p.m. from Reboot. Have a good evening.